Good day, teacher. I am exposition of statistics with name and why is it necessary to use statistics for research. But what is statistics? Statistics is a set of actions and producers for collecting, organizing, analyzing, and presenting quantitative data. This is done through data. Data is the responses we collect through surveys or questions from a specific audience. With this, we can obtain a result for publication. Statistics is a scientific approach that helps us convert data into that is information that is useful and can be understood by a recipient. And therefore, various methods are used to obtain results with the aim of investigating a topic of interest, predicting phenomena or events, and knowing how to control them. However, statistics is divided into two branches for obtaining and interpreting data, and descriptive statistics and interfering statistics. Okay, descriptive statistics is the branch that obtains, organizes, presents, and describes a set of data with the objective of facilitating their management. This method helps us organize a large amount of data through methods, tables, and graphs that allow us to present the results in an organized manner. For example, if we have 20 people of different nationalities, and we have 6 Mexican, 4 Colombians, 3 Chileans, and 30 Argentinians, it allows us to determine what percentage of each nationality belongs to the total 20 people. It is used in everyday life in areas such as government, healthcare, business, and sport. Inferential statistics. Generalized use objective is generalize and deduce a set of data to obtain a result. This method is responsible for drawing conclusions and deductions from a sample of data. This is useful when we need to make decisions or determine trends in a set of data. It is very useful in correlation and regression analysis, time series analytics of variance. However, it is useful in population and trend analysis to gain a possible idea of the population actions and reactions in the face of specific conditions. This doesn't mean that they can be accurately predicted, nor that we are dealing with an exact science, but it does mean possible approximation of the vital outcome. Okay, brief story of statistics. Uh, Statistician was originally used to refer to a person who was as an expert in state affairs with political knowledge or power. However, it is known from various studies that some ancient cultures such as the Egyptians, already using extensive statisticians calculations for population measurement, food and land distribution, conducting censuses to obtain results. However, William Petty, 18th century scholar and testament, used the term political arithmetic to refer to statistics. Later, the concept went from being science of the state, science it administered the wealth and economy of nations, to being understood as the art of collecting, organizing, and analyzing data. Later, statistics was used to refer to those aspects on government and weird numbers interference such as fiscal oblations, taxes, population, or formal accounting. And today, with the deployment of probability calculations and mathematical methods, statistics has taken of meaning we know today, a tool for data analysis in almost all areas of knowledge. But why is it important of statistics? And society cannot advance based solely on emotions and intuition. It requires reliable and well-funded data for studies and decision making. Mainly, we future financiers must know how to handle statistics in order to carry out various studies that guarantee good results in the work we obtain, which are personal designed on government. However, in order to publish results, you have to know how to handle statistics very well. And since the study of statistics is present in daily life, without us realizing it, it helps us make decisions. For example, when we decide which university to attend, we evaluate which one will suit is best, what we are going to study at the university, or every when we go to store, how I am going to divide my money. Statistics help us making decisions of which have advantage and disadvantage. All are based in different amounts of data and require statistical calculations. However, we take quality variables. Um, we take discrete and continuous. And discrete variables are data that are taken as fixed numbers without decimals. For example, the number of inhabitants in house or age, since a house cannot have 3.5 people. Continuous variables are those that don't include decimals, such as height, time, or foot measurements. Uh, Cardinal and ordinal. Likewise, we have cardinal and ordinal numbers. Cardinal numbers are closed numbers that can be counted and operation for performing on team, such as addition, subtraction, or division. These include 1, 2, 3, etc. Ordinal numbers, discrete positions, and operations cannot be performed on time. For example, first, second, third, etc. Population and sample. Finally, we have the population and sample. The population is the entire group of people we are going to be evaluated. For example, the passengers in on a plane, The sample is a small fraction of the population that shares similar characteristics, but still belongs to the population. For example, of the airplane passengers, how many are men, how many are women, how many are late, or go boarding rarely, etc. I believe statistics is essential for data collection and evaluation. It is clearly a very broad field, and we must understand every detail of it, as this allows us to conduct our research as truthfully and realistically as possible. It should be noted that it requires a lot of study to be able to apply it, but it is extremely necessary for our training as students and future financiers. That all, that's all. Thanks you for attention.